Hello there. Hi, Carissa Cruzy here. Hey, so I am stopping in today to chat briefly about probably the top reason why you are getting ghosted. So I get this a lot, hey, I have brides that reach out, but then I get back to them, but then from there I never hear from them again. So I'm just touching base on one tip to help you with that today. So this will be a really quick and short video, but overall what I see is when a bride reaches out, there's actually two things, I guess. It's how fast are you reaching back out to them. So if you are taking a day or more to get back to them, that is probably one reason. We don't want to go, what I usually recommend is getting back to them within an hour. I know sometimes that's not possible, but within 24 hours is best. But if you can even get back to them within minutes or within an hour of them reaching out, you will have better success of them responding to you. We live in that instant gratification world, and so when we want information on something, we want to get it right away. So it'll set a good impression with your bride or couple that you're on top of things and that you want to work with them. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is that I see is when you reach back out, are you starting a conversation with them? A lot of times couples might ask for pricing or a brochure right away, which is fine, but we want to kind of steer that conversation so that they are interacting with us. So before you just send them pricing or a brochure, respond to them in the same medium that they responded to you or reached out to you. So if they sent you an email or inquired through your website, send them an email back. If they reached out through you through Facebook, ask these questions through the Facebook Messenger. So however they've kind of interacted is their form of communication that they want to work within. So stay with that to begin with. We don't want to send them out of their comfort zone until we've built that relationship a little bit further. So we don't want to push any agendas onto them. So that's one thing I just want to make sure that you realize as well. So, so back to kind of the second piece. What I see is that people will send their pricing or their brochure out, and then that's when they get ghosted because we haven't built a kind of conversation or a relationship with them. So we want to respond and ask a non-invasive question. And when I mean non-invasive question, I mean like, hey, confirm maybe what their venue is or their wedding date. Something that's easy, something that doesn't take a lot of thought process, something that doesn't require them to check with anybody else. We want to just make it like, hey, yep, my wedding date is November 23rd of 2022 or whatever the date might be. Or if they don't have a venue, if they didn't tell you a venue, go ahead and ask, hey, you mentioned, a certain city, state, wherever they might be having it at. Do you have a venue picked out? Or, just something along those lines that's not an invasive question that requires a lot of thought process. That way you'll start to get this conversation going. The other piece is always end your emails with a question. Don't end it with a period. Because if you're ending it with a period, you're kind of stopping the conversation. If you ask a question, you're expecting a response and they know you're expecting a response. So always, that's another tip for you, is always ask a question at the end of your emails to keep that conversation, or in Facebook Messenger, whatever that might be, keep that conversation going.